Welcome to White Tortorella, where the reader is bubbly, but the readings can get dark. So now we are going to get into Virgo. What's going on with the Virgos? I think the last two readings that I did, Virgo was working on something like a new business or something or other. And I'm kind of nosy about it because no Virgos have come forward yet, although I know that they're doing something behind the scenes, but they haven't come forward yet to tell me, hey, this is what I'm working on. And I'm like, But anyway, fine. Keep your secrets. So, Virgo, September energy check in, just a general reading to see what you guys are up to. I'm just going to pull some tarot and see what other decks want to talk. Ooh. Okay. Yep. See, Virgo, tell me, what are you working on? I want to know so bad. I've got the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, and the Daughter of Pentacles. It seems like it's a venture from the heart. What's the Six of Swords here for, though? We also got Strength, so that's a good energy to be here. Well, what's the Six of Swords for? What are you recovering from? What's the rainbow after the storm for? Shit. Tower, Judgment. Okay. All right. Well, it looks like you're recovering from whatever the F that was. Out of in the world, ending and beginning, endings and beginnings, new cycles. Okay. Strength already feels like it belongs right here next to the world. Yep. Right now, the Virgo readings are just so mysterious but juicy to me because I'm just like, what you doing? What you doing over there? Okay, so then we have the Two of Wands. Whoop. Oh, with the Lovers. Cool. Sorry if that was like really annoying on the mic. The Lovers. I get really high pitched when I'm excited. Okay. Oh, Lovers belongs over here. Separate thing. Got it. And you, the Star. Nice. That's it. Okay. And the Archetypes deck wants to talk. So let's go ahead and pull a card from this. I wish that I could be one of those tarot readers with like the aesthetic, like, table setups with all the crystals everywhere and whatnots, But I read like the crazy corkboard guys, so I don't have the room for that. I have crystals, like I could decorate the space a little better, but nah. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? Virgos? But seriously though, if any of the Virgos know what I'm talking about as far as like whatever new venture you're working on that I've been reading on for like the last month, tell me. Is it a soap business? Are you making soaps? Are you making cakes? If anything, just like shoot it in the comments and like advertise or whatever. Like if it's a new business, if it's a new small business, I'll push it. I got my social medias. I just want to know, man. All right. Okay. Split the deck right in the middle. And I'll take what's at the top. The ocean. Oh, come on. I'm trying. More mysterious energy, I see. Freaking Virgos. My grandma was a Virgo. I have a soft spot for Virgos. I do. Okay. You know what? That's probably why we vibed so much because, I'm a Taurus and she's a Virgo and earth signs, and both of my parents were Aries. So I was kind of bored and exhausted. But then, being around my Virgo grandma was kind of a nice refuge. Anyway, the unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible. The power of the ocean is unmatched. To step into its salty waters is to step into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean. We cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature. Yet, Its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us, and invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us. When the energy of the ocean is present, there is change stirring that is beyond any change you've known before. The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your very cells, your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs. Like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth a new beginning. Life is change. Let the wave crash. Now I'm starting to wonder, do you guys even know what's going on? like like I've been reading it like you guys are getting, like you're starting a new business or venture or something or other. You guys feel the change coming too, don't you? But we don't know what it is yet. Well, let me tell you. So, starting with the tower, judgment, 6 of swords, 2 of wands. It looks like you had a tower moment, as in shit hit the fan. Something changed, something ended, something just fell apart. But the things that fall apart in tower moments are things that were never meant to last, right? Because they were built on a faulty foundation. And then we have judgment. Judgment is decisive action, a decision. And then we have the 6 of swords and the 2 of wands. You chose to recover. But with the world in strength, you chose to build back better this time. Coming from a place of strength, coming from a place of heart. And going this way, because I just didn't feel like shuffling the cards around the table, but these feel like sets here in the future tense. Ace of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles, new ventures. I'm telling you guys are going to start a business or something, or get into art and start selling that something. I don't know. And then we got the Lovers and the Star. I am sensing some good energy in your love life right now as well. But it also feels like stuff, too much stuff is happening all at once. Son of Swords, fast communication, impulse, 4 of Swords, rest and contemplation. Yep. So it's almost like too much stuff is happening all at once. And then my Virgos are just like, wait, give me a minute. I am an earth sign. I can't process this. My RAM is from like the 1960s. That's the vibe that I'm getting now. Yeah, it's like it's all good things. It's all good things that are coming your way, but you're just like, hang on. I don't do that. I'm giggling because it's good things that are coming your way. It's good things, I swear. Like after the Tower Judgment, 6 of Swords, 2 of Wands, you're already making your way out of it. Whatever shit hit the fan, you're wiping that feces right off your face and you're getting back up. And good things are ahead of you, but you're pumping the brakes on something because, I mean, I get it, Earth sign. But, huh, all right, I guess they're feeling sassy today too. I'm just over caffeinated right now. But I just heard someone say, welcome to your new normal. Yep. Period of destabilization feels like it's meant to be a new norm that's better for you. Let us see. Father of Swords, more sword energy. Whoa. No. No, we use our inside voices in this house. We don't talk like that. You kiss your mother with that mouth? Come on. Up, there we go. 3 of Cups. Four of Pentacles. You know what? And I'm sure that other people that read tarot will also be confused as to why I came to this conclusion. But with the Father of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles, this also feels to me like someone is resisting an apology. Why I think that, why I feel that, no idea. But it feels like someone is resisting an apology. Because I feel like with the Four of Pentacles is about closed off energy, right? It's about like kind of hoarding your resources. It's about guard mode. Three of Cups, though, is more of an open energy. It's about harmony. It's about heart connection, harmony, harmony. And the Father of Swords is about discernment, communication. But in this deck, he's a little more like the Mother. No, the Mother of Swords is the harsher one. He's a little more like the Daughter of Swords, where she incorporates a little bit more of her heart in that. Where you're discerning, but you're also making decisions from the heart and the mind working together, in that you aren't like, you can feel it out if a situation is actually good for you or not, and you don't let your heart take over, where it's like, oh, we can fix them, I can be a martyr and sacrifice my happiness for this person, it'll be fine. Nor are you doing stuff like solely from the mind, where you're just like, well, this doesn't make any logical sense as to why I would continue to like this person despite the fact that they are a fuckhead. So basically, it's almost like a merging of the two, right? Where you're starting to figure out that love isn't always perfect. Sometimes love comes with conflict or connections, any sort of connection. When I say love, I mean all kinds of love. I don't just mean like relationships, right? Apply it where you see it. But the thing is, nowadays we see a lot of like cutoff culture, like where people are just like, ow, if he doesn't, I don't know, lick your toes while he gives you a pedicure, he ain't good enough, just cut him off, you know? Or if they're like, oh, if they disrespect you once, just cut them off. No, you can't create healthy connections with that mindset. Like, repair is a thing. People are imperfect, we're all wounded, we're all toxic in some way or another, because society got a hold of us. We've got peanut butter all over us that we're always, until the day we die, going to be trying to actively wipe off of ourselves, right? And sometimes that peanut butter makes us act in ways that are not true to our character, and sometimes it makes us mean, sometimes it makes us hasty, right? So people make mistakes. And see, I grew up in a country where it was like I was living on a sidewalk, where I stayed still and everyone around me moved. I didn't have a friendship that lasted more than maybe 2, 3 years, because everybody moved every 2, 3 years. I grew up in a country where that was the norm. I'm kind of the opposite of a military brat. I was the one that was staying in the same country where nobody ever goes to stay. The more than half the population were expats, as in families traveling for work, working abroad for on contracts, right? So I didn't have any friendships that lasted very long. And when I moved where I moved here, you know, I moved into a small town, everybody grew up knowing each other. It was very different for me. I had no idea how to make relationships last, because I grew up with the mindset of, well, even if I don't like them and I hate the way they chew with their mouth open, if I just give it a couple years, they'll just go away. I don't have to speak up. I don't have to work through conflict with anybody. I can just ignore the problem, and the problem will go away on its own. But then I moved here and I had to learn, because there were people that I met that were worth learning for. Like, I wanted to keep them in my life. I just didn't have the tools at the time to know how. I had to learn how to make relationships last. Relationships last not because you never argue, not because you never fight, not because you never disagree on anything. Relationships last because both people are willing to try to repair when shit happens. Relationships are built on communication, not just like, you know, I'm a tarot reader, and I'm hella into astrology and stuff. Like, I love snooping on people's charts and whatnot. And it'll give you like a baseline understanding of your potential for compatibility. But the truth is that no matter how compatible your charts are, your rising, Venus, sun, moon, whatever, even if it says on the chart, oh, you have this aspecting this on this other person's thing, so you are meant to be together, no matter what that says. Unless you are able to talk through conflict, both of you are able to talk through conflict and learn how to repair when the connection breaks, no relationship will last. Doesn't matter how compatible you are, doesn't matter how much potential is there. People make it work by talking. Communication is so important, hence the Father of Swords. It is communication, a mutual respect that makes relationships last. The ability to put your ego and pride aside and say, you're more important to me. Keeping you in my life is more important to me than my ego. That's how you make a relationship last. Not by being perfect, not by never making a mistake, not by never hurting their feelings, not by never having conflict. You could get into yelling matches for all I give a shit. As long as you both know how to come back and say, I'm sorry, you're more important to me than feeling like I'm right. Keeping you in my life is more important to me than my pride. That's how you make relationships last. And why I felt like going on a whole tangent about this, who knows? But we got the Three of Cups, Father of Swords, Four of Pentacles here. It looks like somebody's resisting it. If it's you, get your head out of your ass. If it's them, you really can't make anybody do something that they're not ready to do or that they don't know how to do. If they don't have the tools for repair, bye bye. That's all you can do. Say, okay, hit me up when you figure it out. But if it's you, get your head out of your ass. So, anyway, should I slam another coffee before I do the rest of the readings? Yes, I should. It's funner this way. All right. If you like what you saw here today, like, share, subscribe, comment to help me out with the algorithm, hit the notification button so that you get notified every time I post a video, and I'll see you in the next one.